welcome back to my wedding series. We are officially only 2 months away from the big wedding day, so I thought I would check in with you on where we stand with all of my DIY wedding projects and what more we have to do in the months leading up to the big day. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, welcome to the wedding room. I have accomplished a lot, but still have quite a bit to do, so I thought I would do a quick check-in with you all to tell you how far we've come and how far we still need to go. Everything in this room is what I've been working on for 2 months straight. I had all of the equipment ordered by December, and I think when I last checked in with you guys, it was 4 months out from the wedding, so I was just starting all of these projects, and now that we're 2 months out from everything, things are more or less complete. The reason why I wanted to finish everything so early is because we actually had a lot of trips planned starting 2 months out from the wedding and a lot of pre-wedding events. So I really didn't want to be doing a bunch of DIY at the same time as all of our pre-wedding events were happening. By pre-wedding events, I specifically mean a big trip to the United States that we did in April, followed by our something blue before I do wedding shower. If you'd like to see how that trip and wedding shower turned out, I have a full video on my channel covering just that. But yeah, let me give you a tour of the wedding room. Here is the wedding room, and status is we are 2 months out from wedding day. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here. And a lot of organizing still needs to be done, but I think we're getting there, making progress. So you can kind of see it. This is the flower arch that I built, and this is going to be in our ceremony. So it is a broken arch. It is in 2 pieces. It is pretty tall. This is the shortest piece, and then this is the tallest piece. I'm 5'10", so this one is, I don't know, like 7 feet tall or something, which is pretty good size, I would say. I think in total, making that arch took the longest. I think I had to spread out the work over about 4 days, and it was like full days making it work. Hello from the floor. So I thought I would walk you through all of the different aisle flowers that I've been creating. So this isn't even all of them. This is just 2 of the boxes I was able to get. I think I'm going to need at least 2 more boxes of these size in order to fit everything that I've created. This smaller one is actually a different type of flower that I created using the same flowers, but I omitted the really tall ones because I wanted these flower pieces to be on our head table, and I didn't want the really tall pieces of flowers blocking our view of our guests or vice versa. So these ones are special and shorter than all the other ones. And then these ones have, like, as you can see, this kind of flower, which is really tall and sticking up. So these are the flowers that are going to be lining our aisle for our ceremony, and then also just being used around the cocktail hour as decoration, and they're going to be sitting in front of our head table after the ceremony as kind of an extra decoration. I also, back here, if you can kind of see, made all of these different sparklers since I last saw you guys. So I ordered these super long ones. These were the longest ones that they offered. They're 90 centimeters. And my plan is that we're going to be having our first dance outdoors if it's good weather. And all of our guests are going to light the sparklers, and we're going to be dancing around this like glittery, fiery, magical atmosphere. So you can kind of see there, I wrote our last name on this and then added a match to it so that everybody can light their individual sparkler with their individual match to save time. And I also found this really cute sign to go with them. I also finally ordered all of our foam glow sticks for our dance party. So all of these still have their little plastic tags in them so that they don't actually turn on or anything. But all you have to do is remove that, and then we're ready to party. I also ordered a bunch of our bar stuff and finalized our bar menu since I last saw you. So probably my favorite thing that I ordered online has to be these napkins. So I got these custom napkins of our dog to go at the bar. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? I also thrifted a crystal dish that I'm going to be lying the napkins on to just give it that little extra detail. I also got these custom coasters. It has my fiance's name, my name, and our wedding date on them, so very personalized. And we finally finalized our specialty cocktails. So we're going to be having a lemon drop for me, a type of like gin and tonic for my fiance, but specifically using cucumber water and elderflower tonic, which sounds really good. And then we have one named after our dog, which is just an espresso martini. Also, since I've seen you guys, we finalized our menu. So we have our menu here. I'm just covering the date of the wedding, but we have all of our appetizers, entree, desserts on here, which I love. And because all the menus were double-sided, we decided to leave a thank you note to all of our guests on here. So I thought that was very personal, and I can't wait for everybody to read these. Now, I've also made a couple extra things since I last talked to you. I created a sip and solve. Yay, completely DIY. So I already had this black frame in our house, and then all I did was I went to a free online crossword puzzle generator website. I entered in all of the different answers, and I came up with the questions about me and my fiance myself. And then the automatic generator created this image down here. And then I put the image into Canva, and then I edited all of the text around it. So the list of the up and down questions and the title. And after that, I had the image, downloaded it off of Canva, and I sent it to a local print shop. I ordered it in just regular paper though, because I do want guests to write on it. And I'm planning to just, tape a string and tie the string to a pen and have this just sitting in the cocktail hour for people to fill out. I also decided to redo our welcome sign. So this is our new welcome party sign. I designed it on Canva, and I printed it from an official print shop as well. I also ordered a bunch of gift bags. So it's just these nice, clean black and white ones, and we're going to be filling them with a bunch of snacks and handing them to people who arrived to our wedding weekend on Friday. Speaking of Friday, I also got a bunch of new lawn games to play for our welcome party. We've got bounce ball, cube, croquet, cornhole, which I have since personalized, and we're gonna play giant Jenga, but that's all the way in the back there. And last but not least, I created this very simple wedding mirror, which is going to stand next to our Polaroid guestbook table. So apart from all of the DIY crafts, we have already reached a couple other milestones in the wedding planning. I have finalized all of our vendors, reached out to them with the preliminary timeline, specifically our photographer and videographer. I reached out to them, and now they are fully aware of what our timeline is going to be. I don't think that'll change much, so we have a really clear idea of what we want the wedding day to be. I've also started coordinating with all of our musicians on what our songs are going to be, so our song list is pretty much finished as well. All of our food is decided upon. We're starting practicing our first dance, which is great. We had our RSVP deadline for our invitations just 5 days ago. So since then, I have been compiling a list of everybody's allergies, which I will be sending to the hotel. And I will also be making a list of who's going to be riding on the shuttle bus to go to the hotel. So that's also booked, which is great. And out of the list of people, I also have to make a hotel overview. So I've already made a draft of that and sent that over to our coordinator as well. Because we're getting married at a hotel, everybody is staying on site, and we have the entire location for just our party for that entire weekend. So I actually was able to pick who gets to stay in which cabin on the hotel property. So I made all of those arrangements. And because we've also received all the RSVPs, I have now officially made our first draft of our seating chart. I'm gonna wait to print out the seating chart officially in case there are any last minute changes, but it is finished, so if there are no changes, I think it'll be great to print that out. Very exciting. We are going to be meeting our officiant for the very first time this Thursday, which is great. We've already applied for our marriage license. The case is currently pending with the Norwegian government, but we are going to be discussing how we want our ceremony to flow with our officiant this Thursday. And then this Saturday, we're having my fiance's best man and our Toastmaster come over to our house, and we're going to run through the wedding plan with them as well. I've also already asked our ring bearer and flower girl to participate in the wedding, and they have their outfits. It's very cute. I can't wait for you guys to see. And I've started asking people to give speeches as well. So my parents are already writing their speech, and then we're going to ask my fiance's best man to write his speech this Saturday when he comes over, and probably some of his family members as well. But yeah, that's where we currently stand with the wedding planning. I don't think much has really changed since I last checked in with you all, other than the things I've just shown you. Obviously, I have been crafting nonstop for the last 2 months. I'm very fortunate to be able to have enough free time to be able to do so much DIY and to have a lot of friends and family who are going to help with setup on the day. But I'm very glad that the majority of the work is now over and I can start relaxing and focusing on the finer details leading up to the wedding. Things like perfecting our first dance. We're kind of thinking, because we have now 2 months of extra time, we're gonna do more DIY desserts for our dessert table, which is exciting. I can focus on things like my beauty routine and of course the pre-wedding events, which are really exciting, such as my bachelorette party, which is in just a week and a half. I'm so excited for that, but I think that'll be its own separate video. I am planning the entire thing and hosting it myself though, so that's another big undertaking going on. And in addition to that, we of course have to prepare for a lot of other things that are going on before the wedding. We're going to be doing a lot of family events in the week leading up to the wedding, so I have to plan for a lot of those things. And then there's just, you know, the craziness of regular life going on at the same time. So it has been very busy, but you only get this time in your life once, so I'm just trying to soak up every second of it. Well, thanks so much for watching this wedding series video, guys. I really appreciate it. I think the next time I will check in with you will be for my bachelorette party, which is currently in just a week and a half. It's crazy how fast the time flies. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.